say to make them comfortable with telling you more stuff and getting more vulnerable with you?
I'm with it. Whatever you do, I'm with it. I ride or die. So I don't know what type of niggas you been around.
Yeah.
You know, snowflake, shit eaters, or whatever they is.
Yeah.
But I'm keeping it real.
Okay.
So if you want to play a game with me, first of all, like I said, go to Toys R Us, Kitty World, or Chuck E. Cheese or something.
Chuck E. Cheese, Disney World. Go to Disney World.
Okay. So let's get real with this shit.
Yeah.
So you with me or you against me? So it's a few times you gonna fail me, you gonna flex me.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna battle that shit too.
Yeah. You gotta stand on that.
Damn right. So when you see it coming, you say, damn, that's...
All right, Pimp talks about, how do you get a woman to open up to you? And here's a simple answer with just keeping it real and whatever you with, I'm with. And I think that's a skill that most men don't really master. It's just, I've talked about this before, getting women comfortable with you. Comfortability is a big key, and I think a lot of dudes don't understand how important comfortability is, making a woman comfortable. You know what I'm saying? I think, making her comfortable enough, just to meet you in person, making her safe enough to know when she with you that she good. You know what I'm saying? That when she with you, you good. And when you judgmental, and that's another thing about being stoic. We always kind of talk about stoicism as far as in the dealing with women's emotions, or her trying to rage bait you or manipulate your emotions, and just being stoic and never letting people see you hurt, or seeing her let you hurt, or showing no emotions. And a lot of women, let me speak on that real quick. They spend their last drop of energy on this earth just to inflict emotion out of a man. I done heard women say some of the most hurtful stuff just to get a reaction out of a man. And when you understand female nature, all women do this just to try to hurt you because they feel hurt. And, it ain't even the fact that you may have hurt them, or you had the ill will to hurt them. Sometimes it's just how they feel. So I never really take what women say with a grain of salt. It is what it is, right? But being stoic with women when they open up with you is just really social skills, man. Like, if you don't have social skills, it's just going to be really hard to date as a man. Women don't have conventional social skills, and it's a lot of things that they beauty of them being women is able for them to bypass just in a market for them just having a vagina. And social skills, really, they want you to carry it everything. But once y'all start talking, and maybe you open up about something, or you share an embarrassing story or something, it's not a big deal. She started feeling comfortable and talking, and she may have say something. Or I remember a girl told me that she really didn't like being a mother. Did you just think I ridiculed her or shamed her? Nah. I just pretty much was like, damn, I see what that is. You sacrifice a lot, and I just kept the wheel straight. I didn't judge, and I didn't judge with my face. And a lot of times, a lot of stuff y'all will judge with y'all face, but with y'all words, you will say something else. You're hella judgmental with your face, with your words. But if you stoic, or your words match your facial features or your body language, you'll be okay. Women don't mind telling you something. Yeah, women don't mind telling you stuff, to keep it real. As long as you ain't judging, or you shouldn't do this or you shouldn't do that. At the end of the day, what a masterclass man do in those situations, you just categorize the woman. Even if she say something where I just never want to see her again, I'm gonna keep it player, and then I'm gonna just be like, I'm gonna be gone. Even if it's something that I'm gonna stick it, you know what I'm saying? But I can't be in a relationship with her. She'll get the message. And if she really, really want to know why, then you gotta break it down why. And she might be like, oh, when I told you, and you just made it seem like everything was okay and everything was cool, and you gotta be stoic and keep it player. So many of these dudes, for real, so many dudes, they sit here and And they sit here and argue with the woman. I remember I was talking to this chick and she was like, she had a double standard. I say this all the time. And she was like, well, I don't have a problem with black men dating white women, but not black women dating white dudes. I mean, you think I argue with her about that? Absolutely not. I'm about to argue. That's how she feel. I'm like, okay, cool. A lot of novices or stupid niggas would argue with her. You know what I'm saying? You would sit here, argue, go back and forth with her. I wasn't doing it. It is what it was, what it was. But it's, you know, getting a girl to open up and be is just comfort. And a lot of y'all, these women say things and they may say feminist stuff, and cool, that might disqualify her for being with you or being in a relationship with you. Right? They say all these feminist shit and you want to argue them. Don't argue them. Well, I can see that. I can understand. Oh, ain't no tripping. Hey, everybody had their downfalls. Everybody had that. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. Now she feel comfortable to be able to say anything, to tell you some of her deepest secrets. And if a woman is vulnerable to tell you those things like that, really, you a couple steps away from pimping. Damn near, if you want to do it, you're a couple steps away from pimping. If that's what you want. Real talk, you a couple steps away from pimping. If it's like that. If you really wanted to be like that, you a couple steps away from pimping. Just to keep it a bean, you a couple steps away from pimping. Real talk. But if you can get her open up and talk to her like that and the attraction is there, it's fair game. It's fair game. It's fair game. But so many dudes want to sit there and judge and argue and ask why and all that type of shit, man. If you arguing with her and you challenge her on everything, especially when y'all first meet, one thing about it, women say a lot of things that don't make sense. So the reason, it's not even a reason to ask why. Why ask why when you ain't gonna get the honest truth, or they can't even articulate why? It doesn't even matter why. She feel that way, she feel that way. That's it. So many dudes want to sit there and argue and do that. I ain't doing all that. Just to keep it a bean. I ain't arguing with you. I ain't going back and forth with you. You got it. You got it. You got it. But a lot of dudes, to keep it real with you, they mess up by arguing with them, asking why, making faces, judging them. Oh, you hoe, you this. I mean, a woman just want to feel comfortable. Want to be comfortable. They want to feel judged. That's why when they get with their friends, you know, they cool with opening up, talking about the nasty things that they do, and because they friends are trauma bonding and dumping what they doing, so it's a judgment-free zone. Somebody might just judge a little bit. Oh, girl, I did that, but I ain't never did that. But it's all cool. It's in a safe haven. When she can get that experience with a guy without getting judged or getting, you know, threw up under the bus, or you a hoe, or you a nasty bitch, she can get that without that, and she genuinely feel that he comfortable with it, bro. You got the best of both worlds there for her. You got the masculine presence, but also I can open up like I open up to my homegirls. It's so many women, and from their perspective, and probably guys too, they in relationships where you can't be honest with your partner. Never could. Day one, day 9,001, you cannot be honest. It's something about that woman. It's something about that guy. You more likely the woman to tell you about that guy that you don't want to tell him because you don't want to hurt him. But ultimately, you hurting the relationship by not addressing it, by dismissing it. I'm telling you, a lot of times, it's the hard thing to do in a relationship. Address it and get it over with. Address it and get it over with. Address it and get it over with. That way, we can move past it. But y'all arguing with the bitch, y'all fighting with her, y'all, oh, you going back and forth with it. Only thing you probably should debate is something that you can fucking prove. She might be like, John F. Kennedy was born this year. You was like, no, I think he was born this year. Oh, you was right. That's it. Anything opinionated, subjective, or you can't prove that's a fact or false, don't even argue with her. Don't even argue with her. It's pointless. It's pointless. But the comfortability that you provide when you with a woman, bro, you can do whatever you want, bro. It's certain women that never been really comfortable with a guy. They got babies by niggas. You know what I'm saying? They been married to some of these men and never been comfortable with a guy. And some of the most comfortable women outside of the pimp world that's really comfortable with them, they're usually most comfortable with a guy that they don't call their husband or boyfriend. The successful relationships is the real successful marriages and relationships are when they're comfortable with each other and they can be transparent with each other. Those are the real relationships, from platonic to friendship, peer to peer, classmate to classmate, husband to wife, boyfriend to girlfriend, fiance to whatever, groom to bride. When you can be transparent and y'all comfortable with each other. But a lot of women are not comfortable with the man they call boyfriend. Not in all phases, emotionally, relationship wise, sexually, and that's another thing. That's another thing. I did a video on this. A lot of guys don't push the metal to the pedal with the woman. They're not sexually exploring enough with the woman. Once again, scared to think what she will or won't think, scared to think you going too far, he going too. It's a crazy thing. When you got comfortability and transparency, it goes a long way. And y'all address stuff before it becomes a bigger issue. Ask the question and address it instead of living in the dark. Because guess what? In the dark, you just nickel and diming and buying time until it coming to light. But hey, man, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the link in the description, join the Patreon. Peace.